So students, today we will see very important section of capacitors, that is combination of capacitors in series and parallel. So in that first we will see capacitors in series. Capacitors in series. Here you are required to find effective capacitance or equivalent capacitance when capacitors are connected in series. So when do we say that capacitors are in series? So if all capacitors come in a single line, if they are in a single line, then we say that capacitors are in series. So there will be no branch or breaking of ways. So if all capacitors are in a single line, then we say that it is in series. Now here as per definition, so capacitors are said to be in series. I will take three capacitors connected between 2 points A and B. So here you can say capacitors are in series. So let capacitance of each capacitor be C1, C2, C3. C1, C2, C3. So definition is capacitors are in series if charge across each capacitor is same. Charge across each capacitor is same. That is Q is same across all capacitors. Second, total potential difference. If potential difference between A and B is V. So total potential difference is equal to sum of potential difference across each capacitor. So if I take potential here as V1, across this capacitor as V2, this capacitor as V3, then V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. V1 plus V2 plus V3. So definition is capacitors are said to be in series if charge across each capacitor is same. Charge across each capacitor is same. This is first. Second point, total potential across the combination is equal to sum of individual potential. That is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now, if instead of using three capacitors, if I use a single capacitor and I am getting same effect as these three, I am getting same effect as these three, then that is called equivalent capacitance. That is called equivalent capacitance, and I will denote it by CS. That is equivalent capacitance in series. So what effect I am getting using these three, same effect I am getting by using only one, that is the single capacitor. So it is called equivalent capacitance. And potential across AB is V. Charge remains same, that is Q. Now we are required to find relation between CS and C1, C2 and C3. We are required to find relation between this. That is expression for CS or equivalent capacitance we say. Now, first, if I apply definition, by definition of capacitance, if I write for C1, C2 and C3. So by definition of capacitance, by definition of capacitance, that is C is equal to Q by V. So if I take first capacitor, here capacitance is C1, potential is V1, C is equal to Q by V. So by that I can write it as C1 is equal to Q by V1. C1 is equal to Q by V1. Charge across each capacitor is same, so I am keeping it as Q. So C1 is equal to Q by V1. Similarly, if I write for second capacitor, capacitance is C2, charge is Q, so I can write C2 is equal to Q by V2. C2 is equal to Q by V2. Similarly, if I write for third capacitor, I will be having C3 is equal to Q by V3. C3 is equal to Q by V3. So, V1 is equal to, I will take it to the LHS, C1 to the RHS, V1 is equal to Q by C1. Similarly, V2 is equal to Q by C2, V3 is equal to Q by C3. Q by C3. Clear, students? V1, V2, V3. Now, similarly, if I write it for CS, if I write for this equivalent capacitance, so similarly, CS is equal to Q by V. CS is equal to Q by V, or I can say V is equal to Q by CS. V is equal to Q by CS. Now, I will substitute all these values for the condition when capacitors are in series. So, in series, total potential is equal to sum of individual potential. So, for series, V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now I will substitute all these values. So I will have Q by CS is equal to Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. So if I take Q common from all the terms, so from LHS and RHS, Q gets cancelled. So I will be having 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So this is expression for equivalent capacitance in series. So you can say that reciprocal of equivalent capacitance in series is equal to sum of reciprocal of individual capacitance is equal to sum of reciprocal of individual capacitance. Clear, students? So once again, if we see, capacitors are in series if charge across each capacitor is same. Second, total potential is equal to sum of individual potential. Instead of these three capacitors, if I take a single capacitor which gives same effect as these three, then that is called equivalent capacitance. So now, by definition, C1 is equal to Q by V1, C2 is equal to Q by V2, C3 is equal to Q by V3, and from this I have written V1, V2, V3. Similarly for equivalent capacitance. Then substitute all the values in the condition for series. You will have 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So students, you can pause, note down these steps. Now, second, we will see capacitors in parallel. Second, we will see capacitors in parallel. So when do we say capacitors are in parallel? So capacitors are said to be in parallel if potential across each capacitor is same. Potential across each capacitor is same. So I will take again three capacitors. So you will have in this form one below the other. So you can say three branches. Three branches A, B. So C1, C2, C3, 3 capacitors. So potential across these capacitors is the same. So potential is V. V is same. So you can say V is same. Second, total charge is equal to sum of individual charge. So charge in capacitor C1 I will take it as Q1, in C2 I will take it as Q2, in C3 I will take it as Q3. So total charge will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Total charge is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now, instead of these 3 capacitors, if I take a single capacitor which has the same effect as these 3, then it is called equivalent capacitance, and I will denote it by Cp. So equivalent capacitance in parallel. So here you will have total charge Q. Total charge is Q and potential across this is V. Potential is V. So this is equivalent capacitance. So we say capacitors are in parallel if total charge is equal to sum of individual charge or sum of charge across each capacitor, and total potential across each capacitor remains same. Again, similar steps as we had taken in series. So first, if I take by definition of capacitance, C is equal to Q by V. So if I write it for C1, C1 will be equal to Q1 by V. Q1 by V. Similarly, if I take second, C2 is equal to Q2 by V. Similarly, if I take third, C3 is equal to Q3 by V. Now, if I write it, Q1 is equal to C1 into V, I can write, I have taken V to the LHS. Similarly, if I take this to the LHS, I will have Q2 is equal to C2 into V. Similarly, if I take this one, Q3 is equal to C3 into V. Q3 is equal to C3 into V. Similarly, now I will write for equivalent capacitance. So similarly, Cp is equal to Q by V, or I can say Q is equal to Cp into V. Q is equal to Cp into V. Now substitute all of those values in the condition for parallel. So condition is total charge is equal to sum of individual charge. So for parallel, we have Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now I will substitute. Q is Cp into V, Q1 is C1 into V, Q2 C2 into V, and Q3. So if I substitute, I will have Cp into V is equal to Q1 is C1 into V, Q2 is C2 into V, Q3 is C3 into V. Again, on both sides I can take V as common, so it gets cancelled. So I will have Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is equivalent capacitance in parallel. So equivalent capacitance in parallel. So you can say equivalent capacitance in parallel is equal to sum of individual capacitance. Clear, students? So again you can pause and note down the steps. Now, so we will see some formulas which will be very much helpful while solving the numericals, or you can say problems on these concepts. So first, whatever we have seen now, so if I take capacitors in series, so in series equivalent capacitance we had is 1 by Cs is equal to. So first, if I take for series, 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, so on. So for derivation we had taken 3 capacitors. There may be n number of capacitors, so you will have 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, so on. If there are 2 capacitors, for 2 capacitors in series, for 2 capacitors in series, you will be having 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Take LCM on the RHS, you will have C2 plus C1 divided by C1 C2, that is 1 by Cs. Now take reciprocal, you will have Cs is equal to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. So this is expression for equivalent capacitance. So this formula will be helpful while solving numericals. If 2 capacitors are in series, directly you can use C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2. Clear? Similarly, if 3 capacitors are in series, third if I take for 3 capacitors in series, if 3 capacitors are in series, so formula will be 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Now again have LCM on the RHS. So if I have LCM, I will be having C1, C2, C3. So if you cross multiply here, you will have C2, C3 plus C1, C3 plus C1, C2 plus C1, C2. So if I take reciprocal, I will have Cs is equal to C1, C2, C3 divided by C1, C2 plus C2, C3 plus C3, C1. So this will be very much helpful for solving problems. So C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, C2, C3, C3, C1 I have written. So these two will be very helpful to solve the problems speed or very fast. Now, next formula for n capacitors, for n identical capacitors, of capacitance C. So there are n identical capacitors. So first if I take for series, so 1 by Cs will be 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C plus so on. How many times? N times. So for n identical capacitors, 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C, so on. Now suppose if there are 2 capacitors, it will be 1 by C plus 1 by C. So LCM is same, you will have 2 by C. If there are 3 capacitors, you will have 3 by C. If there are 5 capacitors, you will have 5 by C. So there are n capacitors, means you will have n by C. Therefore Cs is equal to C by n. So for n identical capacitors, you will have Cs is equal to C by n. Similarly, if capacitors are connected in parallel, n identical capacitors are in parallel, so you will have Cp is equal to C plus C plus C, so on. How many times? N times. So you will have Cp is equal to If there are 2, it will be 2C. If there are 3, it will be 3C. So for n capacitors, it will be n into C. So for n identical capacitors, Cp is equal to n into C. So these formulas will be very much helpful to solve the problems fast. That is, Cs is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 when 2 capacitors are in series. This is when 3 capacitors are in series. This is for identical capacitors, both in series and parallel. Clear, students? So in next session, we will be solving circuit diagrams or problems on these, that is series, parallel connection and parallel plate capacitors. Okay, thank you, students.